Domo, what is up everybody? Official JUUTSU Translator Steady here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something really original here. I'm going to be doing an unboxing. how freaking original, right? I mean, but apparently, you know, people like unboxings for whatever reason. I guess it's something to do with like living vicariously through other people opening up stuff, kind of memories of birthday presents and Christmas presents and all that. I don't know, but anyways, but I'll have a little bit of a kind of a twist here. I've got a box from Amazon Japan. I ordered a few volumes of Japanese manga, and possibly ones that I'll kind of introduce separately in the future, but today I just thought I'd kind of open this sucker up, show you. I've done a video before about Amazon boxes and how they're very different from American Amazon boxes, but I thought I'd kind of revisit that a little bit with this one, and just kind of show you that aspect as well, and show you how it differs and how it's better, much better. You know, when you have boxes taped up, you have to kind of get maybe some scissors, or you're kind of picking away at this tape and all that. These boxes have this ingenious system where the tape is kind of half over this little indentation right here, and it says press here to open. So what you do is you just kind of hit that little sucker, and then you can get underneath the tape nice and easy, and then you can just pull it right off. So no hassle, super easy. And then got it opened up right here. Let's see what we've got. And then this is kind of the second part of the brilliant part of the packaging of the Japanese Amazon boxes here, is that they're kind of shrink wrapped here in this, so it doesn't move around and damage the product and stuff. And this is just a nice small little detail, but it's so effective. And that's not only it either. They've also got, even within the box, they've got it nice and laid out on this piece of cardboard here, so things aren't bending and this and that possibly as well. Keep it nice and sturdy. Obviously it's to get this kind of shrink wrap around it as well, but multi-purpose. But yeah, let's we got how many volumes in this one? Seven volumes, so I'll just kind of go through them. Definitely do let me know in the comments if any of these which one kind of catches your attention, and maybe I'll visit those first. And of course, thank you very much for liking and commenting if you choose to do so. Thank you. Alright, so I tried to mix it up a little bit with the kind of the variety, you know, not all just battle manga, some kind of a little bit more casual, some a little bit more serious. But you know, you gotta have your token isekai, or reborn as, or in another world, or whatever, this and that. And this one I thought I'd go with this one called YAJIN TENSEI. So it's kind of reborn, or I don't know, into a different world as a kind of, YAJIN is kind of like a wild person, or like almost kind of like caveman, kind of like how do you call it, very primitive kind of lifestyle. So it's supposed to have, this main character right here is supposed to kind of have been warped to, you know, typical kind of warped into a different world. This world kind of a little prehistoric, and it's supposed to have kind of survival techniques and stuff in it. So I'm a big fan of like Survivor Man. But yeah, it's supposed to kind of but the gimmick is that this guy knows karate, and he's like an expert at like martial arts, so he's uses kind of those kind of tactics as well. Especially when I'm ordering these on Amazon JP, if you read too many comments, then all of a sudden you're spoiled for the story. So that's kind of the basic premise, just to give a kind of a little quick preview too, I guess, of a few pages. Yeah, YAJIN TENSEI looks like that. Looks pretty interesting. Now this one is supposed to be a very this one's supposed to be kind of the big thing right now in Japan. It's I think recently been picked up, so it's by Square Enix Manga. So I think the you know, the US division of Square Enix Manga have started translating this. If I'm not mistaken, it's already like 7 or 8 volumes in. It's KUSURIYA no HITORIGOTO, and it's been translated into English as, if I'm not mistaken, Apothecary Diaries. So it's again, very, very basic premise is that this girl is it's kind of set in kind of historical Chinese setting, and this girl right here is supposed to be kind of like a court lady, kind of a lower rung, but you know, certain circumstances has her kind of revealing her expertise in medicine, and then she catches the eye of kind of the lord of the area and this and that. I know that's very reductive explanation, but it's supposed to kind of have mystery elements to it. She's uses her skills to kind of solve different mysteries and things like that. But I don't know, it had like a ton of like positive reviews on Amazon JP, and I saw it all over the place when I was kind of looking for the big things in manga in Japan right now. So I thought I'd give it a try. I'll give a few pages preview as well. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got. So I've recently kind of gotten back into. I've always loved Japanese feudal history, kind of like Sengoku era and stuff too. Recently, I watched the Sengoku Basara. Even though Sengoku Basara is kind of a very over-the-top interpretation of feudal Japan. But I also finally watched Drifters, which was cool too. But I thought I'd pick up kind of like a historical piece, ICHIGEKI. ICHIGEKI, if I'm interpreting it right, ICHIGEKI is supposed to be one strike. So not one. Oh yeah, right there, ICHIGEKI. I don't think it's quite One Punch Man or like an allusion to that or anything, but it's kind of a historical piece during the Bakumatsu era. Immediately, that's a pretty cool. It's got a pretty cool art style. Now again, this is another one that I didn't delve too much into my research. Just kind of knew that it's during the Bakumatsu period, if I'm not mistaken, where kind of transitioning from samurai era Japan to kind of the Edo period. It's a pretty thick book too. And I think this one already has a few volumes out, maybe like 5 or 6 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, looks pretty badass. Definitely excited for this one. Now let's change it up a little bit with something a little bit more. Now this one immediately, it's kind of like, oh, what is that? That looks like a shoujo or something like that. But no, apparently it's kind of for all kind of age groups and for all types of readers. I mean, read whatever you want anyways, right? If you like shoujo, go for it. But also this one's another Square Enix manga, so perhaps we'll see it. But this one's been getting a lot of talk too. I've seen it on a lot of different lists. And again, my very reductive general premise was, how I understand it, is this girl, she's in high school and she kind of holds a secret that she loves cosplay. So it's kind of a cosplay manga. They say that people who are cosplayers will enjoy it, but also people who aren't cosplayers will be able to really kind of learn a lot about cosplay, but also kind of enjoy it. It doesn't have to be like strictly cosplay. The story is very interesting. They say the characters are very compelling. So yeah, even the obi right here says gyaru, you know, your Japanese gyaru, if you know what that is. But she likes cosplay. What? They're the same person? But I don't know. I mean, it's looks pretty interesting. Sorry, I should also add that this one is called Sono KISEKAI NINGYO wa KOI o SURU. So the dressing changing doll falls in love. So kind of referring, so I guess it's got kind of that love story element to it too. Now this one, I've seen a lot of this one too. SHUUMATSU no WARUKYUURE, Valkyrie, if I'm not mistaken. But it's they even have an English translation here called Record of Ragnarok. Now, again, the general premise is it's supposed to be kind of like a possible end of humanity, but there's, I think, like a tournament where basically deities fight against Earth's greatest warriors, and not just present day, like throughout history and stuff, which sounds straight up my alley. It's kind of reminds me of Drifters in that sense, but I think the format is supposed to be that each book is, you know, one of the fights. It's supposed to be 13 fights apparently, so 13 deities versus 13 of Earth's historical greatest warriors, and it's a one-on-one fight if I understand it correctly. This one is supposed to be Lubu, from, like, if you're Chinese history kind of buff, you know who Lubu is, versus Thor. There's Thor right there, China's greatest warrior. That's pretty cool. Lubu, as he comes onto stage, so it's like an arena battle apparently. Yeah, this one sounds pretty badass. Something really kind of up my alley. I'm curious how this one plays out. Now another kind of a little bit more on the casual. This is one of those kind of four frame style comics. They call it Yonkoma manga. So it's supposed to be the idea that this girl, she's just, it's kind of like a slice of life, daily living kind of thing, but she's got this big ass cat that takes care of her and stuff. And it's supposed to kind of make for hilarious situations. Every now and then I like to kind of take it easy and just read something like this. You know, I love cats for one, but the fact that it's huge and the fact that it's the one kind of taking care of this. And it, like, talks, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it doesn't talk, I don't know. And the last one that I have now, this one is supposed to be kind of like really the next big thing, from what I understand. I've seen it everywhere. It's on all these kind of lists and stuff. And although there are, you know, anytime you have something pretty popular, you'll have kind of mixed reviews too, but overwhelmingly positive, and people are really kind of have been taken aback with this one. And it's not completely new. I think it's been out for a couple years now, but it's called Blue Period. Maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. It's from what I understand, it's hasn't been English translated or licensed yet. Maybe it hasn't. I just don't know. But the kind of the one line sell is supposed to be that it's supposed to be kind of like an art-based sports manga, if that makes any sense. Like, I guess from what I understand, it's supposed to be like different people at a high school who are kind of art enthusiasts. It's supposed to have that kind of sports manga kind of mentality, but the sport is art. That's kind of the very, very reductive synopsis from what I understand. And I was like, huh, but I swear, like, you'll see bunch of reviews of this, and they're already out, and like I think they have 6 or 7 volumes out of this as well. But yeah, this one's supposed to be huge. I mean, even on the Obi here, it's got like one of these like manga grand prize. Yeah, so it's saying that, like, apparently they've taken surveys and stuff, and this one specifically got the grand prize of like the big thing right now in the manga world. And I really didn't know anything about this until recently, so this one I definitely am thinking about kind of introducing on the channel. But yeah, I mean, I really don't know much. Anytime I go into a new series, I don't want to know too much about it, so I know it's kind of hard to, like, I'm just kind of babbling here, but yeah. Anyways, all these got me pretty excited, and yeah, definitely let me know what you guys, which one kind of caught your eye. Maybe I'll take a little bit of a deeper dive, do a little bit of a manga shokai. But yeah, hey, I mean, I'm not going to keep you guys around for too much longer. Just want to say thanks for coming by, and hope you enjoyed it. And with that, you know how we do. Mata yoroshiku. We'll see you in the next